So right away, what I do first, when I come out of a song where I've written the chord progression down and I've messed around with the chords and I haven't really messed with melody yet, I will usually go and pick out the melody so that I know where, and I'll usually do that with my left hand, and I'll show you why. Excuse me. Because the second thing that I do then is I will just add the root notes. I don't bother playing, well, I mean I do now, but in the beginning I would just play the root note to the chord that starts the melody phrase. That way it would give me again time to get the chord progression of the song under my belt just now that my left hand is in there doing melody, okay? Now, I'm not a strong, you must play the melody with your left hand type of teacher. I think it's important, but I think it's also very important to be able to add in the right hand for syncopation reasons and filler notes and whatever the style that you end up building the song with. So let me show you first what I would do for those who are not as advanced as others. To get started playing right and left hands separated, I'm not going to show you the melody. I'm not going to pick out the melody. I want to show you technique on this first, and you can pick out the melody either by ear or by the sheet music. So right away, our chords are G, C, G for the first phrase. So right away I would start with so now you can do, here's the thing, you can start with a 1 and a 5, which is your G. When you switch to the C, since your melody's up here, okay, don't worry about arpeggios if you're not there. Just fill in with a root note and a 5. Keep your right hand separated from your left hand the whole way, okay? Now we're gonna do a walk down and we're gonna go from that G to the E minor. So, bum, 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 bum. Okay, so that was probably a little fast, and that will probably take, it might take time for some of you to figure that out. You're just walking down the G to a E minor, G, F sharp, E. And again, just bring your left hand down and play 1s and 5s. Don't worry about adding in other notes. Keep it very simple until you get the melody down, and you don't have to think about the melody then, okay? So again, we're gonna walk up. So after you hit the F sharp in the melody, that's when you come down and walk down there. You can find out your own timing there. You could do, you could do something like that. It doesn't really matter. Do whatever you want. Okay, the very next thing is I'm adding 6th up here rather than just playing melody in my left hand. So it's a C chord, and there's your 5th. Same type of walk down. You're just going from that D7, that C, down to a G, and you're just walking up. Hit the left note first. Oh, see, I'm already adding more notes then, sorry. 1 and 5, B minor, and here's the E, C, so I hope you get the idea of that. Just keep it very basic. You can even go more basic than that, and especially when you're first trying to put the melody together with the bass note. Don't try and do too much. Don't try and bite off too much. You can come down here. In the next video, I get into more detail of my introductions and all that kind of stuff. So, but if you need to start here, this is fine. Just work this out and get it going. So once you bring it down here, so here's a very simple way you could play it, and it doesn't matter if it's simple. It's still beautiful, and you got to start somewhere, okay? So you can do this. Whoops. G. And there you're ending on a 5, your D and A. Oops. What's my chord? Oh, C. And I talk about those filler notes in the next video. But just start very basic, because again, if you've been playing around with the chords, you should be a little more comfortable than to be able to do what I'm doing there. Again, just take it in small baby steps, because you're now adding the melody to the right hand and everything. It can just get complicated. So take it slow, learn the melody, and then in the next video we'll dive into all of why I chose what I chose on my song, my version of the song, and you can choose to do that or do something of a melody or a rhythm that falls into your head, because this is all about you and not me. So hope that helps. Take it slow, and if the next video is too complicated, then come back to this and make sure you're set before you jump in. All right, great job. Thanks, guys.